Hi, my name is Kurt, and I'm a pastor and the creator of MinHub Apps. There are 5 MinHub apps, 4 for ministry leaders, and 1 for your people to connect to their ministries. They're built for iOS and Android, so just your phones and tablets. Now, if you're interested in MinHub Kids, you're probably involved in children's or family ministry and starting to notice that managing your ministry with spreadsheets, expensive web apps that keep going up in price, or even inadequate free tools just isn't good enough anymore. Things start to get chaotic and people just slip through the cracks. Like you're meeting new families, you're sharing Christ with kids, and training and delegating responsibility to volunteers or other leaders, but you need some kind of a system to really know what's happening and stay on top of everything. Well, that's why I built MinHub Kids. It's the best app for children's ministry teams. It's one organized place for your attendance data, family contact information, class structures, messaging, communication uniquely tailored for the parents in your ministry. Okay, now let me show you a little bit about how MinHub Kids works. So when you create events to take attendance, you'll actually select an event type. And just to show you how that works, you could select one of these that have already been created. But when I select a new event type, you can name the event type, and then you can select up to 5 rooms or 5 services for your event and up to 8 rooms. And then those rooms can be classified with different age or grade ranges. Then, when your leaders go to take attendance, I'm going to tap here on the elementary room, they can actually filter to only see the kids that should be in their classroom during that event. So then as they go to take attendance, they just tap on the kids that show up in their classroom. Each kid's picture has some additional badges that will show your leaders some information that they can quickly see. So if they have special needs, some additional notes, an allergy, or if they need to not have any photos taken of them. So you'll see on Tommy that there's some additional things like notes and allergies that are logged for him. And you can also find contact information for emergency contact information and which parents to contact for any kid that has their parent that has been linked to a parent in your system. When picking up the kid, you can either tap on who is picking them up, or if there's somebody else that's picking them up, you can log their name and their phone number. So real quick, I can just mark off that Jessica has been picked up. It's been logged that it's Harriet, and you can see very quickly in the app which kids have been picked up. Over here in the groups tab, you can create all kinds of smart groups to show you the exact people you're looking for based off of filtering the data that you've collected during your attendance. So here I've got a group of elementary kids that have missed Sunday school. I've got some smart filters that I've put in here, so you can see that I've added their grades 1st through 6th, and down at the bottom, event filters, Sunday school, absent in the last month. So when I create this group and I go and I look at it, it's gonna, every time I open this, it's gonna load any elementary kids that have missed Sunday school in the last month, and then I can see the kids and I can see those kids' parents as well. Then what I can do quickly is just tap on the text message, hit parents, and I can text them and even include their name in the text message when I'm sending that out to them. I can also create checklists to track literally anything for this group, and I can create reports for my own records or to send to others as well. Also, there's this optional add-on app called MinHub Portal where you can message individually with all of your parents. You could also send group messages to those parents from the groups like we just saw instead of text messages, where they'll get an announcement or push notification straight to their phone. And they'll get push notifications when you create announcements, which you can create an announcement for anything where you can attach images, videos, event details, links, RSVP forms to get those straight to your parents. Of course, with children's ministry, you need to be super careful about the data you collect and who has access. So there's all these settings, but just so you know, by default, every leader you give access to your database cannot see any sensitive contact information for people unless you give them permissions or their kids are in a group they lead. And you can easily disable access. So if something goes wrong with a leader down the road, you can easily toggle their access off so that they can no longer access the app. So one more thing back in the events, you can also set up a check-in kiosk on an iPad or tablet, or you can have your greeters check in families. So when they open the kiosk, any families that are already in there can just start searching for their names once they get to 3 letters. They can pick which kids are checking in and which services they're checking in for. Also, if you need to print any sort of name tags, claim tags, they can do that right there. You just need to connect a label printer on the shared network. Then they can head to their class. They can also add an entire family right here. So you've got parents. You can add additional parents, kids, family information, and emergency contact information right in line at the kiosk. So this is just one app in the MinHub Apps suite, and this just scratches the surface of what you can do with MinHub. We also have other apps perfectly tailored for each ministry that might work well for your church. And you can purchase MinHub Kids today on your iOS or Android device, and the whole database with tracking, SMS messaging, and reports will work for free, but the data is only on your one device. Again, free forever. If you would like to equip and empower other volunteers and leaders in your ministry to use MinHub Kids with you, just go to minhubsync.com, select a MinHub Kids subscription, and then you can get all of your devices syncing and all of your leaders securely working together to help track and build a healthy ministry. Each leader can install the app for themselves, but only the church pays for the one Kids Sync subscription to link to the shared Kids database in the cloud. Now, if you want to take advantage of the communication portal I mentioned, select Sync and Portal when you're purchasing your subscription. Then your parents can get MinHub Portal for free on their phone, enter in your Portal ministry code or scan your QR code and connect to their profile based off of their phone number in the database. Once they connect, they'll receive all the ministry announcements you post for parents, and they can chat with you and other ministry leaders right on their phones. If your church has MinHub for multiple ministries like groups, youth, college with Sync and Portal subscriptions, a parent in your church can quickly switch between chatting with you about praying for their kid to seeing an announcement or service project from their small group leader, and even getting notified that there's a new announcement about an upcoming youth missions trip. That's a lot really fast, I know, and honestly, there's so much more. But my biggest encouragement is to just download MinHub Kids for free today on the iOS App Store or on Google Play and just get started. MinHub Kids tracks all of your ministry data right in your pocket and helps you communicate with precisely the right people without trying to track down who you should be connecting with. And as you try it out, you'll want to check out this website. It's howto.minhubapp.com. There, you can learn more about all the things that you can do with MinHub Kids. There's tons of help articles on there. And if you can't find what you're looking for, you can reach out to me at support@minhubapp.com. Honestly, I just want MinHub Kids to help you do ministry. Y'all are doing some great work out there. Honestly, the most important work. And so just keep up the good work. Bye.